Hey there YouTube, what's up? It is Matt Carl being with Z3. Today I'm going to show you guys how to build your own ukulele. Now the first thing you want to do is research. I spent probably around a good week just solid researching different types of ukuleles, different shapes, different sizes. All these things you want to take into consideration before you actually buy anything. Second thing you want to do, it's not necessary but I really like to do this, is design your blueprints on some type of CAD software. I built mine on AutoCAD. As you can see on the left I have the rear panel, then on the right I have the soundboard, and in the middle I have a 3/4 scale front view of the ukulele when it's going to be all finished and put together. Now once you design your ukulele and have all the specifications you want, next is actually go out and buy all the materials. I got all my materials at Home Depot for around $40. As you can see, hold on, let me move this. I bought a 2x4 by a 1/4 inch sheet of birch for around, I don't know, $10, and that's going to be the soundboard and the rear back panel of the guitar, pretty much all of the body. Then, as you can see back there, I have a large 4" by 4" by 4 foot beam. That's going to be the neck of the guitar. And then over here I have just some various square wood for supporting the inside of the guitar. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is cut out the shape of the guitar from here. And this is a full scale printout of what the front of the guitar is going to be. So I'm just going to cut this out and then trace it onto the piece of birch in the background. And then I'm going to cut that out, and that's going to be the front and back of the guitar. So here we go. Alright, so now that you have the front and back panels cut and sanded, what I'm going to do is take my square pieces of wood. This is about 3/8 by 3/8 inch pieces of wood, and go on the inside of both the front and back panels and lay down the structural support beams for the inside of the ukulele. Now what these do is that it keeps the body together, so that when you tune the strings and have the strings under tension, the guitar doesn't break in half, essentially. So just cut out the wood beams, and then use some wood glue and glue them down, and you should be good to go. So here we go. Alright, so as you can see, I made the rough cut outline of what's going to be the neck. So now what I'm going to do is cut the slots for it inserting into the actual body, and then I'm going to take some chisels and some sandpaper and round off the neck so that you can fit your hands around it pretty easily. So, alright, so as you can see, the neck is fully shaped. I just used some chisels and some sandpaper, and I curved the neck, made everything smooth, and yeah, so. And I also made the nut. You can go out and buy a nut, but I just chose to make mine out of a spare piece of wood and then just glue that right into there. And so next step is I'm going to be making the supports for the sides. What I'm going to do is just cut this dowel to the same lengths, and then just glue it onto the front panel, and then you will have our sides. Alright, so once you cut out all of your dowels that you need, I used my template. As you can see, I used 13 dowels to support the top. Before I glued them onto the backboard, I glued my neck in place. And how I did that is I just, put some glue on there and then clamped it down, let it dry for the certain amount of time. And once you do that, now you're going to want to glue all of your dowels in the corresponding positions. And if you have multiple clamps, you can do multiple dowels, but since I only have 3, looks like I'll be doing only 3 at a time. So make sure you take your time and make sure that they're at the right angle. So here we go. Alright, so the glue is dry, and I have all of these supporting vertical columns on, and it's actually starting to look like a ukulele now. So what I'm going to do next is attach the bridge to the body of the guitar. Now you can go out and buy your own bridge, but I decided to make my own. What I did was just buy about a 1/4 inch piece of wood, and then I cut it out so that this is where the slot for the holes go, slot for the strings go. I'm just going to glue that on, and then this is the actual bridge. Let's see if I can get this on camera. Kind of looks like that, and just going to put that there, and then glue 2 supporting pieces right next to it. So basically, if you have any idea of what a regular ukulele bridge is supposed to look like, the string is supposed to come in through here, and then go on top of the bridge, go over the nut, and then into the tuners. So I'm just going to first glue this on, and then glue this piece on after that, and then we can figure out where the fret should be once we know the length between the bridge and the nut. Alright, so now I'm going to do the sides of the ukulele. Now how I'm going to do this is just take some veneer that I got from Home Depot, and I'm just going to run it along the whole outside of the guitar, and then heat it up with an iron, and then that heats up the adhesive, which sticks to the dowel rods. So, alright, so I just finished the sides of the ukulele. It turned out pretty well, and now I'm going to be focusing on making the frets. Now to do this, I calculated exactly where the frets are going to be. You can search online how to calculate fret distance. Now I already started putting on the frets. You can go out and buy your own frets, but I decided to make my own. Sorry, I'll just take these clamps off. Now how I did this was I just bought a bunch of nails and then cut them with an angle grinder, and then sanded them down, and then I took a file, it looks like this, sort of like a triangle file, and filed down exactly where the frets are going to be, so it kind of has an indentation, and then just use some super glue to make sure they don't move around when I glue them in place. So it's turning out pretty well right now. I have the first 4 frets done, and I'm just going to be doing the rest right now so you guys can see. Alright, so here's the finished fretboard. Turned out really nice. Now, the last thing you want to do before you string up your ukulele is make some notches in the nut of where the strings are going to be going, and then attach your tuners. I decided to make my own, but I highly suggest you buying some actual machine heads or whatever tuners you'd like, since it's a lot easier to tune with pre-built tuners. So the ukulele is finished. Now it's just time to string it up. So everything's put together, the strings are on, and it plays really nice. It actually came 8th in the entire state. I actually did this for a Science Olympiad competition, and I had to make the whole thing out of original parts, you know, like nothing store-bought, except for the strings, of course. So I guess all you guys are just waiting to hear of how it sounds, so here we go. Alright, so thanks for watching this video. If you guys like this and want some more of these instructional videos, make sure to subscribe and thumbs up the video. And if you have any questions about anything at all, just feel free to ask a question in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.